Mark the Movie Man here, Final Cut. Yes, we are at the new Horror Film Festival here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I've got two filmmakers with us who brought two films that were hilarious and entertaining. I have Joe and Ryan. They were involved in Pharma Lab Training Video 1, is it? And American Zombies. Now, you both are from Wisconsin here, and what made you decide, well, we'll start with Pharma Lab. What made you decide to do it in kind of the retro style?
I don't know. I think we started watching like a lot of Black Mirror kind of type shows, and we were kind of really interested in how some of those shows tie in like other forms of media, and I'm not sure how else to explain this.
I mean, it was kind of like being subversive, and what you see isn't what you get necessarily. So it was supposed to be like, oh, maybe we're not supposed to be seeing this video. It got leaked somehow. Yeah. And then we kind of keep peeling back the layers of this isn't what you thought. It's still not. It's still much worse than what you thought it was. So.
Yeah. And then it also kind of fits the aesthetic of that like found footage type thing. Like maybe this video is like reused as a training video for the lab that the film is about. So and we just kind of really wanted to do something with VHS effects. That would be fun. Yeah.
Was it tough capturing that retro look for it? Finding the equipment and sets and that to kind of give it that older '80s training video feel?
Yeah, it was difficult. I mean, if we had more time, we were kind of in a time crunch, so it ended up being easier to manipulate the footage on like a very nice camera instead of actually using a VHS camera. We had more time, I would have used the VHS camera to get that footage, but we just had no time or resources at all, and so we just ended up having to like manipulate the original footage into looking like VHS in post, which Ryan was a huge part of.
Well, I think there's a big race to make things look better, and it's 4K, it's 6K, it's 8K, so doing the reverse of that, trying to make it look as bad as possible, it added an interesting aesthetic to it, I think.
Well, I think it adds a genuine quality to it, because we've all had those in high school, especially growing up in the 80s. You had those training videos that were from like the 60s and 70s, so it really captured that. Now, with American Zombie, you have a scene near the end. She's running down the road. Did you just kind of run out there and shoot it and hope the cops didn't come by?
Yeah, I guess so. That's for a lot of our films. We just like hope and pray that the cops don't show up, because we shot Pharma Lab in a hospital that's like sectioned off. Right. It used to be a hospital, and now they're like rebuilding it for classrooms or something on campus. And like if you're up there, people will call the police on you. So we had to sneak up there and shoot, and we're just exploding blood everywhere. We had to like put up tarps, and like we had like our lighting crew became the cleaning crew afterward. We had a whole bunch of blood and guts to clean up, but so there was that. And then for the chase at the end of Zombies, the cops, they never showed up, but whenever the cops do show up to our sets, because it happens sometimes, like you just kind of, the magic words are like, say you're an art student, and then the cops are usually like, okay, all right, we don't want any trouble from the art students. These kids are weird. But that was a fun scene, because I was driving the car. We were like in a car at the time, and we just threw the DP in my trunk. I have a pretty big trunk, and but he's like a really tall guy, and so he's just like kind of cramped in the trunk while I was driving 5 miles an hour. Any bump would have just like getting hit on the head. So that was a lot of fun. That last part was a lot of fun, and it was like a cap on the day. That was our last shot of the day. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing your next project, and I just have one final question, and I think I know the answer from your other films. Practical or CGI for your blood? Go.
Oh, it's all practical. It's all practical. Yeah.
And always go with practical.
Always. I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I mean, yeah, we have our own blood guy.
Sure.
We have our own blood guy. He makes he like makes a special concoction of blood for us. It smells awful. It is the worst smelling thing ever. But he puts detergent in it so we can, clean it out of the clothes and
Just add
reuse them.
water and
Yeah, just add water and then there you go. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
so much.
You bet.